Alrighty, good evening ladies and gentlemen, this is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to a Starcraft 2 Daily Masters, and I am actually in a very good mood today. I just got a mail from somebody onto my YouTube channel, and they think I'm awesome. They think I'm extremely underrated and should have way more subs, and you know what? I completely agree with that person. I should have way more subs. Anybody who's watching this video, if you have not subscribed, then you should do it, because I mean, this is an awesome channel. These are awesome videos. I'm an awesome commentator, and you are doing a disservice to yourself by not subscribing to my channel and being part of something that's this awesome. Okay, I'm just saying. All right, some of you may disagree with me, but then again, you know, you guys are the ones missing out. So that's fine. That's fine. I don't judge. Anyway, let's move on and let's get into the game. So I believe we've cast Avenge versus Dream before. This is going to be another game in that series. Let's go check it out. Avenge, up the top right side of the map, is 19 years old from South Korea, plays for the Jin Air Green Wings team, and as you can see right now, he's going for a Cyber Core. Awesome. His opponent down the bottom left side of the map, it is Mr. Dream. He is 17 years old from South Korea. A bunch of young guns, these guys, 19 and 17, taking on the world. Actually, looking in this photo of Dream on Wikipedia, I'm not going to judge, but he looks like he could be about 12, man. He looks so young, but he's such a gun, man. I wouldn't have be surprised if some 12-year-old goes out and wins like half of the tournaments out there playing Starcraft, because those guys are quick, man. They got an APM of like 700 or something like that. It's just crazy. But anyway, this guy's from the team MVP. And yeah, what do we got going on here? We have the infamous early command center followed up by double barracks. I do believe this was a command center first into double barracks. This build is great because, of course, early command center does leave you exposed. You follow it up with the double barracks. No tech, no factory. You don't need gas at all for this build. See, no gas being built. It's all minerals. You get a bunker out nice and early, and you fill it up with marines as fast as you can. You get the early command center, and your worker numbers go through the roof. Well, they're not quite going through the roof because he's only just built it, but they're going to start going up now. Avenge is going to have his nexus up pretty good, and he has got chrono boost to keep him going, so it's going to be about even right now, which really says something for Avenge's macro right now. He's doing a great job. And here we go, the Stargate coming out there, most likely an Oracle, just for a good old bit of harassment. Maybe Phoenix, but no, Phoenix are not anywhere near as effective against Terran players as they are against Zerg players, simply because Zerg, they got the Queen, which is just one bulky unit. You can't really build a lot of them. The next best anti-air is the Hydra, and the Hydra takes a little while to get into. Against the Terrans, though, you got Marines out really fast. They're fast, they're mobile, and they shoot air, and so it's not really a good idea to have a whole fleet of Phoenix flying around. Late game? Yeah, maybe, when there's a heavy Marauder presence, and maybe you can snipe some Vikings. Actually, no, they're probably not that good against Vikings, but you can snipe medevacs with them. If you got some leftover Phoenix, taking out some medevacs, never a bad idea. And here we go. This Marine is actually attack moving all these bases, hoping for a taking out a third base. You can tell it's an attack move because the red line. So where's the red line? I think that's red. If we look at this worker, you can see where's he going. He's going up here. There's a green circle there. So that's a green circle. That means move. This guy's got a red circle. That means attack. So there is your tip for the day if you didn't already know. And this guy right over here, he is, I don't know, he's not being attack moved anyway. There we go. There's a move. Now he's attacking. Boom. The Marine's starting to come out. And this Oracle is just ballsy as all hell, man. He's got a decent amount of health and armor. And he just says, you know what? Screw you guys. I am going to shoot you in the face. 5 kills so far. And I do believe one of them was a Marine. Yes, there we go. Quite a lot of Marines coming out there, though. So Dream not underestimating that one Oracle. Knows that just 2 or 3 Marines are going to get absolutely owned by the Oracle. And it's interesting. I don't think a fleet of Oracles would really do all that good. I think they would probably end up getting owned. Oh, just like this Marine. Oh, could not. I mean, look at this guy. He's like the RoboCop of the future, man. He's like Is just absolutely massive. It's not even any sort of humanoid. It's like a battle robot. I mean, you take one guy, give him a machine gun, and throw him against a battle robot with lasers. It's not going to work out. I'm surprised that even 10 Marines can take out one of these things. These guys look like they just blow up everything, but I guess they just got spindly legs. So as long as you shoot them in the knee joint, you pop a cap in their knee and they sort of start falling over. Anything else is not going to happen, but it's similar. It's very, very similar to human beings. I mean, you shoot them 2 times in the chest. Some of the tough ones, they keep going. You shoot them in the knee. I mean, bloody Arnold Schwarzenegger, if you shot him in the knee, he would go down like a pile of bricks and he would start screaming like a little girl. You know it is true. So there we go. Bunch of stalkers. And we all know what the weak point is, right? Look at this Oracle. Oh, it's the same Oracle. That is the same Oracle. 12 kills. 2 Marines and 12. Oh, man. How many times do you have to get attacked before you put a missile turret out there? I mean, seriously. You've got the engineering bay. Missile turret. Dream. Get on it. Okay, you probably should have done it after the first time. After the first time, you can be excused for saying, well, the harassment portion of the game is over, so you've had your fun. Now let's go play the proper game. But after the second time, with the same Oracle, you're going to be like, you know what? Missile turret. Yeah, missile turret. I think that's probably a good idea. Look at this guy, man. Just going behind enemy lines like an absolute boss. Medevac's coming in. Run out of gas just before they get... Look at all these sentries, man. Avenge is like setting up the Great Wall of Force Fields or something like that. And he's got the Void Rays. I saw those being built before. Oh, boosting. Getting the hell out. Oracle just doing a little flyby. But yeah, Void Rays, man. We need to see mass Marine production right now. Just Marines all over the place. Oh, the Oracle getting chased away. Sentries? I suppose Sentries would be pretty good versus Marines. So this is an interesting mix. Sentries will be pretty good versus Marines. They can trap them, they can split them, and of course, damage-wise, they're pretty good versus Marines. Here we go. Let's get the zoom out here. Got a bunch of Marines. They're not quite ready. The SCVs almost thinking about engaging right here. Here we go. The same stinking Oracle. Oh, look at this. No missile turret. I gotta say, man, Dream making a major mistake not building any missile turrets in his base. I mean, how many times do you have to get attacked by an Oracle before you do that? It seems like the answer is more than 2 at this point, because he still has not built one yet. Here we go. Force fields actually working on Dream's advantage, really. So, sort of, yeah, because it's keeping him away from the battles. Like, no, I don't want to attack you, so I'm going to force field you. So you, there he goes. He's trying to get some off. Workers are getting trapped. He's putting a lot of force fields out to trap a relatively low amount of units. He could definitely afford to split it a bit further and do a bit more, but I think he's happy slow playing it. He's got a bunch of zealots out there. He's getting his own third base, so that's good. His third base is in no danger at all. He's preventing Dream from getting a third base by himself. And so he's buying time right here. This is not an annihilation army. This is a buying time army. And they're doing a pretty good job. Here we go. Oh, he almost did a push. He would have got cut down the middle if he did that, but he did not. There's a factory just flying around over there. Just, what a lazy factory. It's not even scouting. It's not like it's got anything better to do. It's just lazy, lazy, lazy. So here we go. Just keeping these guys up. I don't know what Dream is thinking, man. What is he going for to defeat this army? What is he taking up to? He's going for a whole bunch of Marines, which is good. Which is a good idea, but I mean, he is taking losses here. Slow losses, yes, but he's still taking losses. He's still down. Income-wise, he's quite far behind because of this third base. We do have a drop coming down here. Very, very nicely played from Mr. Dream, although attacking a pylon, maybe not the best use of resources. Should be going for the Nexus. There was a chance he could take it down. No, not really. He's going to get owned right here. He's going to get taken away. And yeah. Look at that medevac, man. 1 health after the feedback. 1 single health. That's crazy. Alright, so he's bought himself some time to move out, because that bottleneck was really, really killing Dream. He's moving out right now. Got a bunch of medevacs. Got a bunch of Marines. Let's have a look at the army size. 26 and 10. Nah, I don't like the look. I don't like his chances right now. I think Dream is still up a poo-poo creek a little bit. And If you hear this sort of squeaking, jumping noise, I'm actually hitting my desk with my knee because my leg has got one of those twitchy things where it's constantly twitching all over the place. I don't know, how many people do that? You're just like sitting there and you're just sitting there relaxing, you look down, your legs like jumping up and down a mile a minute. It's like, what the hell is that thing doing? Is there something wrong with me? I don't know, it's happened to me for like years and years and years, and oh, look at the High Templar. Look at the High Templar. He's going. He's not going. Oh, he's actually split off a force here. Might be able to go in and snipe something. He's going to be able to snipe the Forge. And there we go. The flank coming in. He's got an additional army force fielding this army. So if Dream was hoping to do a double prong sort of sandwich play over here, it was not going to work. He actually morphed the main army over there. Not sure why. He's morphed a bunch of the guys over here. Workers are going to be destroyed in a very, very large number. Look at the Zealots cleaning that stuff up. We've got an additional army coming in, flanking some of the Zealots. Zealots not very good against Marauders, so that was a nice play. But there are so many Zealots, and sooner or later, they are going to get their speed back up. There we go, thinking about running in, and the Marauders doing some nice stim and run. Great play there. Fry Mr. Dream. Forcefield's trying to trap him, do manage to trap one Marauder who almost gets out of there anyway. And now Dream has to get out of there. He did some good stuff in that battle, pulling back to his rest of his main army, but he's still having a bit of problems with the Void Rays, a bit of problem with the main army. Not quite as many numbers. He did kill a fair amount of workers there, and it bought him time to get a third base. So Dream doing a fairly good job of getting back into this game. He's now got the worker advantage. He's building a whole lot of stuff. Tech-wise, he's okay. I'm going to say he's okay. He's got 1-1 versus 1 armor, and he's getting 2-2. That's going to be a big help. If he can last until he gets 2-2 out here, he is going to be in an exceptionally good situation. But right now, Avenge looks like he wants to finish it off right here. The Storm's doing a great job. Feedback on Medevac's doing a great job as well. He's continuing to push. The Zealot army is just relentless. The Marauder's doing a fairly good job of holding them off, but yeah, just more units warping down in here. Whole bunch of Zealots. Avenge knows how good they are. And almost a flank on these guys, almost, but didn't quite get there. And now the bottleneck is actually working out to Mr. Dream's advantage, although the split here completely screwing the army over, stopping them from running away from the Zealots, and that is going to be it. A huge amount of army lost, partly to the Storm, but mostly to the Zealots. The Marauders needed to retreat, they got blocked off by the shields, and the Zealots tore them apart. That was absolutely brutal, and that was all it took. The Zealots getting in range. If you cannot kite the Zealots, if they get in range, you are going to get destroyed. Absolutely annihilated. You need to be able to kite them, and the force fields just stopped them from moving back there. So that's it. Dream lost his army. He was on the edge of losing for a long time. He was sort of wavering all over the place. Maybe he can hold on. Maybe he can hold on. He did a good job of killing workers over here. Knocked the income back down. And he didn't really win any encounters, but he did enough damage and kept enough of his units alive to give me some sort of hope that he could continue to go on. But this renewed attack by Avenge had me worried, and once the Zealots took out all those units, I just thought, you know what, game over. Game over. That is it. And I just realized when you zoom out, the textures look just as good as when you zoom in. So you zoom in and you think, wow, this looks good. And then you zoom out and it's like, wow, it still looks as good, but now I can see more of it, so that's even better. Not so much the units. The units I'm not sure I'm happy with zoomed out. See, right now, you're looking at the Void Rays, it looks really, really nice. The ground looks really, really nice. You zoom out, the Void Rays sort of lose a little bit of focus. Like, they're a little bit pixelated, but the ground still looks beautiful. So, there we go. All we need to do is just go in the middle of the map. It's not actually lit up, which is not good, but there we go. The mothership lighting this up. That's beautiful. I don't know, maybe, I think the ground looks better when there's blood all over it. Maybe that's just me, but the ground, I mean, look, compare it. Okay, so here we go. This ground looks pretty boring. I mean, maybe there's a little bit detail down there. It looks kind of good. The grass looks nice. But you come over here, and suddenly, for some reason, this ground looks way better. I don't know if it's got like denser grass over here. It looks more interesting. But I personally think that it's the blood all over the place. Because the blood splatter effects in Starcraft 2 are really, they look really, really awesome. Close up, they don't look that good. But when you do the ultra zoom out, it looks pretty awesome. Anyway, that's enough. Because I don't want to get like a R rating or anything on my channel, like mature audiences or stuff like that. So I'm not going to grandulize the or say, "Oh, this is awesome. This game is awesome because it's got blood splatter effects." Because somebody's, I mean, I know one day it's going to happen. Somebody is actually going to continue watching after the players say GG to all this crap that I keep talking about afterwards. I know that nobody's listened to it yet. I've been casting for about a year, but nobody's ever got to this point. One day somebody will, and they'll hear this sort of stuff, and then they'll say, "Oh my god, Hairy Muppet is a dodgy person. I don't want my kids to listen to him. I don't actually have any kids, but someday I may have kids, and I don't want them to be in a world where this sort of depravity is uploaded on YouTube." So they're going to try their very, very best to get me kicked off or something like that. I don't know. It's going to happen. So there we go. Anyway, done. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another game. That's right, Daily Masters. One game every day. And yes, you know it's awesome. You know you should subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'm happy with you not subscribing, okay? If you don't want to subscribe, you're going to miss out. Okay? I'm not losing anything from I get ad revenue based on views. I don't get ad revenue based on subscribers. So it's no skin off my nose if you don't subscribe. But it's a good idea, okay? I mean, we all know how awesome this channel is. And yeah, look, just subscribe and we won't have to have this talk again. So there we go. It's been Hairy Muppet. Hope you enjoyed this game.